Welcome to AAISP's Inside Sales Studio. This week's Monday Morning Sales Minute is brought to you by our proud sponsor, Sparks IQ. Be sure to stick around at the end to hear how their training and analytics platform can help you reach your revenue goals. Hey everyone, I'm here with special guest Matthew Pollard. Matthew, welcome.
Happy to be here, mate. Thanks for having me on.
It's good to have you. Matthew was a keynote at not 2020, but the 2019 Leadership Summit. He's also the author of The Introvert's Edge, a great book you ought to get your hands on and read. But today he's here to talk about some leadership thoughts, tips during, this pandemic that we're faced with. Matthew, all yours.
Thank you, Bob. So I think one of the most important things for a lot of leaders out there to realize is they have sales teams that are scared right now. They're scared of losing their job. They're scared of looking bad to their customers, their prospects. And a lot of times they feel out of their depth because they don't know the skills that they need to sell in this new virtual environment. And they know their customers are terrified of making the wrong choice because their wallets perhaps aren't as big as they used to be. I mean, let's face it, we really couldn't make a bad decision 6 months ago. Today, the decisions that we make are going to mean everything to our survival tomorrow. So as leaders, we have to realize that it's very vitally important for us to focus on leading our teams from the front. They don't know what to do in these times, and you have to tell them what you want them to spend their time doing. Also, if you want them to spend time learning, you have to provide them time and direct them to do so. One of the things that I see with leaders right now is they're hiding under their desks and they're terrified from getting in trouble with their bosses, but they're also scared to communicate with their own teams because they're used to walking into their office and seeing them, and they don't know how to involve themselves in their day-to-day lives without feeling like they're checking up. You've got to learn the skills on how to communicate with your digital team. You have to inspire them and tell them how to spend their time. And you also have to be open to letting them communicate what they're doing. Remember, you've got extroverts that would prefer spending their time with you on the phone telling you what they're going to do as opposed to doing things, and other introverts that don't know how to communicate with you the things that they know will work. You need to tell your team that this is an amazing opportunity to get promoted, to make additional sales, if they learn the skills to doing that. I've seen people, when I delivered my keynote at the AAISP Leadership Summit, I talked about the fact that it took me 6 weeks to go from terrified to sell to teaching hundreds how to do it, because I learned to teach myself how to sell watching YouTube videos. Yeah. Now, a lot of people say, I wish I had the time to do that. Well, what do you know? COVID has arrived and we all have time. The goal of a leader is to inspire their team to actively learn, to learn those practical skills. And you need to get on the phone. You need to get on Zoom calls and motivate people to excel.
My big takeaway from listening to this, and that was great, is leaders, get out from under your desk. Now is the time to get out there, maintain communication, be proactive, use this as a special time, lead out front. Great tips, Matthew. Matthew, the viewers watching this, best way for them to maybe connect with you to learn more?
Absolutely. So I provide a ton of free videos on LinkedIn. So I'd suggest connect with me there. You can also hop on YouTube and check out my book, The Introvert's Edge.
It's a great book. I'd urge everyone to get it and read it. It'll break down some misconceptions about this, extroverted sales rep. Everyone, thanks for watching this. Stick around here to just for a moment to hear from our sponsor. Thank you very much. Matthew, have a great week.
Cheers, Bob.
Cheers.
%89 of executives say that relationships are largely responsible for their company hitting their targets every year.
We use the what to satisfy the who.
We can do 270,000.
Okay, got a deal.
I mean, it sounds so good that I think we have a deal.
Okay.
Actually, I have another idea.